streaming. So, Derek, if you want to make sure we're not echoing all over the place, and we'll
give it a bit to boot up, and then we'll see what happens.
We'll have a lovely Halloween, according to Jamie Lee Curtis here.
Halloween.
I always love that scream.
Yep, sounds good on my end.
Sweet. I got this. I wanted to play this just for you, Derek. I know it's kind of low because remember when we originally did this, it was hard to capture audio, but here you go. This is just for you, Derek.
Hey, up yours with a twirling lawnmower.
Oh, boy.
I want so badly to use that on somebody that has no clue what I'm talking about.
I'm just going to say it. Next time a customer makes me mad, I'm just going to say that. Like, up yours with a twirling lawnmower. They're going to be like, what? What does that mean? All right, fellas. We ready to do a Halloween show?
I reckon.
Let's do it. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Happy Halloween, ghouls and ghosts. My name is Jason Robbins.
My name is Derek Diamond.
And for this Halloween episode, we have joining us for our community spotlight, our community member, Mr. Brandon Rutledge.
Hello, everyone.
So tell everybody what you've been up to, Brandon. I know you used to do some trivia stuff that we've been on your shows a few times doing some trivia stuff back in the day, but what have you been up to lately?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done it. I play in various other leagues. You can look up Lights Out Trivia, Combat Wrestling Trivia over on Twitch TV. Mostly competing, but I have a lot. I mean, like thousands of ideas to do trivia again, completely different thing. So I don't know when it will be because right now I'm working a whole lot, like 7 days a week practically. So, but look out for I'm gonna call it All Things Trivia.
Nice. Yeah, if you're into trivia, definitely go be a part of our Discord community where Brandon and Nick, they both throw up some trivia questions every day, and I only get like maybe 1 out of every 10. Because they're like super trivia, gaming trivia nerds, and I'm just kind of like scratch the surface nerd, so I usually get most of them wrong.
I actually have one ready just for this show.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's hear it.
So, all right, in Mortal Kombat X, what horror movie icon that's a DLC character has the variations Relentless, Unstoppable, and Slasher?
I mean, it's got to be Jason. What do you think,
Jason's
Derek?
done it.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
That was a complete guess.
Voorhees.
I think I have Mortal Kombat 10. I've just never even played it. I think I bought it for like $5 at GameStop.
And with that, Jason's done. Good night, everyone.
I'm done. Good night, everybody. So what about you, Derek? What's your week been like?
Trying to remember. It hasn't been too bad. I wrapped up my work gauntlet 2 weeks ago, so it's been nice to have like a more traditional / normal type of work week. Done with high school football for the year, done with really most of the side gigs that I do for the rest of the year, and I think I left my house maybe twice during the whole weekend, which was nice. But I mean, I don't know how it was around where you were, Jason, but I know yesterday the weather was kind of nasty around here, so we just kind of stayed in bed, stayed indoors, slept half the day.
Yeah, there was a tornado not far from where I work, so luckily I was not at work yesterday when that touched down because that would have been quite frightening. If you the freaking tornadoes, man. If it's not hurricanes, we got to worry about freaking tornadoes, man. So I'm like thinking, where in the world can I move where there's like no weather whatsoever? Yeah, that sounds nice.
Well, you got snow, but
Yeah, I
I can
mean,
handle
I
that.
don't mind snow. It's just I'm so tired of hurricanes and just I don't know, raining every day. I don't want to live in the rainforest anymore, Derek.
Yeah. Speaking of hurricanes, I feel for those people in Jamaica.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
That thing's not heading into the Gulf of Mexico, is it?
No, it's going east.
Okay, hopefully it just goes
Okay.
out in the Atlantic and F's off. It's not the time of the
Yeah.
year for this. We don't need it.
Storms suck.
Not the end of October. Jeez.
Yeah, no kidding. But speaking of
Yeah.
the end of October, it is Halloween, gentlemen. This is our Halloween episode.
Yes.
And you know what we're doing this year, everybody? We like to do top 5 lists here on the show. And for this episode, we asked our community and everybody on Facebook and all that good stuff, send us your top 5 Halloween TV specials. And so since we have a guest tonight, Brandon, would you like to start our top 5 lists?
Sure, absolutely. Let me just open this up right here. All right. So I have this is a top 500.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want me to just run through it, or are we taking turns?
Oh, and before we do anything, if you're watching on video, not Derek, Brandon is wearing his Monsters Anonymous T-shirt, trying to butter me up over here, I guess. So I should, if I'd have known, I would have
Hey.
worn mine.
Hey, you know what? I won it on a contest right here in Nerd Cave Retro.
Yeah, that's right.
That
That's
you did,
awesome.
yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and start with do your honorable mentions first, and then do your top 5.
Okay. All right. So for honorable mentions, so you're gonna hear I almost said C, but I remember this is a podcast. Um, so it's gonna be mostly cartoons because I love me some cartoons. There are 2 live action, and I'll get to those when I will. First, of course, you got to mention the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror specials.
Oh, of
I mean,
course.
who doesn't know about those? Who hasn't seen them? My personal favorite from that one is the one where Homer gets a hammock that clones himself. That's the one that really gets me, especially the part when all the different Homers and possibly Peter Griffin go to the Duff Beer Factory. They just invade it, and then they go out back to relieve themselves, as it were. Just that collective, oh, just really gets me.
Yeah, Treehouse of Horror. You can't really go wrong with any of them. So just go throw on a Treehouse of Horror, and you'll have a good time.
And they're still going.
Yeah.
I know, it's crazy, and I'm sure this isn't the last we're gonna hear about it either. Also, I have not a show I really got into, but it was a show from the early 2000s called House of Mouse over on Disney Channel. It was basically Mickey has his own nightclub, and they showed different things where they have their own storylines. They had a special called Mickey's House of Villains, where the Disney villains, led by, if I remember correctly, I believe Jafar led the charge to take over the house, and Mickey's got to take it back with help from like Donald, and I think Aladdin helped as well, because Jafar. Here's the first of my live action. Here in the honorable mentions. The other one is actually in the top 5. Spoiler. Um, I'm sure anyone who grew up in the 90s, Derek, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. Kind of a little known show, little known, based on some little known books called Goosebumps.
Oh, yes.
But I had to go with The Haunted Mask with
Oh,
that one.
that's a classic.
Yeah, I think of it as like Jim Carrey's The Mask, but if the mask was legitimately scary, not the typical Jim Carrey. So not that I don't like that movie. The movie's fun, but The Haunted Mask, just the thought of, oh, it's all stuck. It's stuck in my face. I can't do anything about. Oh my gosh! I just realized I'm describing Halloween 3. Um,
See, I feel cheated because I really would have gotten into the Goosebumps stuff, but it was kind of after my time to enjoy stuff like that. So I was a little too old for it, but I would have really gotten into it if I'd have been just a little bit younger.
Yeah, the books were fun.
I never got into the books too much, but I always got at least 1 or 2 whenever we did the Scholastic Book Fairs. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to that every year. I think I might still have a book or two that I got from that book fair.
Yeah, I don't think I have any of mine anymore. I could very well be wrong. Maybe I still have it and I just don't remember I got it from there. I don't know. I'm getting older too, so I can't remember stuff.
Oh, and
So
Nick says in the chat room that he had a Goosebumps video game growing up. I don't remember Goosebumps having a video game.
I remember I believe there was a PC game based on the Horrorland story,
That
if
might
I
be
remember
something you
correctly.
want to look into, Derek, to
Yeah,
review.
yeah. Save that
Oh yeah,
for next Halloween.
he said it was a weird full motion video game for the PC.
Yeah, yep, that's
Huh.
the one.
Okay. I was about to say I would
Back
have
in the
remembered a
times,
Goosebumps console game.
Yeah.
yeah, back in the times of the Seventh Guest and those type of games.
Oh, I love Seventh Guest.
Yeah. Um, Another honorable mention. I got four more. um, Gotta go SpongeBob SquarePants, the episode Graveyard Shift,
Mm.
where Squidward tells the story of the hash slinging slasher.
I've seen that episode. I
Yeah.
really do like that episode.
Spatula. Anyways, and then there's also a Toy Story of Terror, a little short film that came out after Toy Story 3. They end up at a creepy motel. Something is stalking the toys, which like who wants to stalk toys? Turns out it's an iguana. My favorite thing about that one, I don't know why it cracks me up, but when we first see the iguana, he captures Woody, and to let his owner know that he got Woody, he literally smacks his head on a bell, just cracks me up every time. That here's a show that my wife got me into called The Amazing World of Gumball, and they had a Halloween special one where it's one of those things. It's literally clashing animation styles all on the same screen. It gave me a headache. I didn't like it at first,
Hmm.
um, one of the characters, they're essentially like seventh, eighth grade age or whatever, but they're all sorts of different animals, objects that are sentient. It's weird, but they go with a friend whose name is Carrie, and she's a ghost, and she decides, you know what, Halloween is stupid. I'm going to take you guys to a real haunted house, and wackiness ensues. And then my last honorable mention, not even a special. I just have to give a shout out to the show as a whole. I mean, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Oh yeah.
Almost every episode of Courage is a Halloween episode.
Return the slab.
I love
Oh,
Courage
no.
the Cowardly Dog. We should actually do a commentary track, Derek.
I would love that.
Those are cool.
That'd be
I love
fun.
those.
Yeah.
That would be a fun one for sure. All right, now we're going to my top five. All right, so number five, we're going to the 2012 version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the one where this came out on Nickelodeon, started in 2012. Only lasted 5 seasons. I think it should have gone longer. Um, I would recommend it to anyone. My wife got me into this version. The storytelling, the character development is absolutely amazing. Sean Astin voices Raphael in this
Oh,
one.
nice.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
It does a great job portraying Raphael's very, very short temper. So, but it's definitely one to check out. It's definitely a little darker. I wouldn't say on the side of like the original comics, but it kind of borderlines it. And this one, April O'Neil is actually a teenager, same age as the Turtles.
I don't think I saw any of those.
Definitely check it out.
Now I'm
you're
thinking
missing
like,
out.
oh, they got Sean Astin as Donatello, and then in the movie they had Corey Feldman as who was he?
Corey Feldman was Donatello.
Donatello. So are they trying to get all the Goonies to be Donatello at some point?
I have no idea. No. Well, he's Raphael in this cartoon.
Oh, Raphael, that's right.
But
But yeah, I mean they could get all the Goonies to be Ninja Turtles at some point. I'd be for that.
funny enough, Rob Paulson, who voiced Raphael in the original, voices Donatello in this one.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's
anyways,
the man of 1,000 voices, so you know.
That's true. Okay, here I am. You guys already know. For those who don't know, I have a tendency to go on tangents, so this might be a 3-hour podcast with me on here. So,
Oh,
But,
we'll rein you in. Don't worry.
okay. But that version, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, in the final season, they did this little 4-part arc called Monstrous Tales. It's centered around a time traveling villain named Savante Romero, and the turtles have to travel through time along with this time traveling wizard, or I can't remember what she's called, but her name is Renette. Michelangelo has like the hugest like crush on her, but they have to travel through time to try to catch this guy. And he goes back to ancient Egypt. He recruits the mummy. He recruits Dracula, and he recruits Frankenstein's monster against his will. And it's just
That's
him trying to take
cool.
over time.
I might have to go back and watch that. That sounds
Yeah,
fun.
that actually sounds really fun.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I don't like is that this was season 5, which was mainly just a whole bunch of multi-part mini arcs, as it
Mm.
were. But this one was definitely a lot of fun. It was released around October of that year of 2016, I believe, something like that. So, but it's definitely a fun one. Dracula, of course, has to be so cunning. Frankenstein's monster, he's very reluctant, but he just does it because he feels like he kind of has to. So definitely check that one out. Right. So number 4, someone keeps texting me. Uh, number 4, gonna go. I used to make fun of my best friend Miguel for liking the show, for being into it. Then my wife got my son into it, and now, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I am now a brony. So, so yeah, we're going to My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, season 5, episode Scaremaster. Now, in the world of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, they don't have Halloween. They have something similar called Nightmare Night, and it's
Well,
that
that
time of year in
sounds
this
worse than
episode.
Halloween.
Happy
There,
Nightmare Night.
there's a whole nother lore behind it. That's a whole nother conversation. That's from another episode. But so it's Nightmare Night. One of the main characters named Fluttershy. She is scared to death of everything. Like truly is. Of what I think the term is panophobic. Just
Mhm.
scare fear of everything or something like that. I don't know. I heard it on one of the Charlie Brown specials.
Yeah.
Spoiler. Anyways, um, but she's being forced to go out in the middle of this whole thing because she always hides out, and she decides, okay, fine, I'll join the festivities. I'll give it a try, and doesn't work out. So her friends like, hey, you try to scare us. That doesn't work out either. So then she decides she's going to stay. The friends go out for a good time. All of a sudden, they end up in an underground cave, and the scariest, freakiest things just starts chasing them, scaring them. One of the characters, Applejack, thinks she finds her grandmother, only for her head to fall off. They get stuck in a very sticky web while the sea monster is going after them. They finally get out of there, and then this like pony bat thing starts flying around at them, and they're scared to death. And then turns out Fluttershy was the one who put all this scary crap together.
It was all a bad acid trip.
Well, she had a bunch of help. I mean, she's still scared to death of everything, but she had help from her animal friends because she's known as the one who can communicate with animals. The main mastermind being her pet rabbit Angel, who is absolutely a demented little fluffer. You know? So I thought that one. All right.
Reminds me of the Luma from the Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, sweet merciful death. So number 3, going back to more of our time, Derek. No offense, Jason. Okay, maybe full offense. Uh, but I'm sure you remember Powerpuff Girls, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So they had like, of course, they had the 10-minute episodes and the half-hour block, so you get 2 episodes. For the Halloween one, they had 2 of them. First, you had Boogie Frights, which was about the boogeyman, who is also really into disco. And
Because
he
why
comes
wouldn't he be?
out, and so he launches a giant disco ball into space to have this like forever eclipse on the moon. So then Bubbles, of course, you figure she's the one who's afraid of everything, or at least she easily scares. So they have to deal with that, and then we literally get almost a shot-for-shot remake, The Trench Run and A New Hope, to destroy this disco ball. Of course, Bubbles is the hero who takes care of that. Boogeyman, he does this because no, he can't. He and his friends can't be out if it's daytime. So this was to be forever night. Obviously, that didn't work out. And then the second one being Abracadaver, which this one was a truly, truly scary one. You see this legend about this magician who died while doing a trick. He's come back as a zombie, and he tried to do all these magic tricks to get rid of the Powerpuff Girls. And it even made it look like to where, at the very least, I think Blossom gets put in a spike coffin. And it's like, oh my gosh! And then in the end, turns out she's, of course, a good magician never reveals their secrets. She somehow swapped places with Abracadabra, and to my knowledge, that's the last time we ever see either of those villains in the entire series.
Hmm.
All right, number two. Here is my other live action pick. So I'm going to ask a question to you, the two of you. So you guys know me very well. We've been friends for a while. I started as a fan and became friends with you guys. Other than trivia and video games, what's another thing I'm like super insanely into?
Wrestling.
That was
That's
going to be my
right,
guess.
wrestling. Yeah. So back in the day, WCW had a pay per view called Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a pay per view, not a TV special. But around the time of the pandemic, they decided, hey, you know what? NXT is going to do a TV special called Halloween Havoc. So yeah, I'm totally cheating, but I don't care. So NXT Halloween Havoc, I have it written right here. 2020, 2021, and 2023 were TV specials. The rest of them, as recently as last Saturday, have been pay-per-views, or rather PLEs, what they're called now. So yeah, it's kind of cheating, but I mean, they actually have the theme. Instead tables, ladders, and chairs matches, they have tables, ladders, and scares. No, I think there's one called the Nightmare on Elm Street fight.
Yeah, you're right. I always loved the elaborate setups that WCW would do whenever they were in business, and Halloween Havoc was like one of their biggest shows of the year. They would always have that inflatable demon that was holding a giant pumpkin, and it would kind of rock back and forth. It was, and there would be like tombstones around the entryway. It was really, really cool. I miss those kind of like physical sets. Now it's just all LED screens.
Yeah, we don't get cool Halloween stuff anymore, man. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it also helps having some of the wrestlers with the creepy personas. Like the first time they ever did this, they had Dexter Loomis, who's like this creepy stalker character, and he had been stalking Cameron Grimes, I think, for the whole thing. So they have a match, and they did spin the wheel, make the deal, kind of deal. They had to spin the wheel for their stipulation. I think the stipulation was called Devil's Playground, which is essentially is just an insane street fight. But yeah, just having the creepy characters also helps out. And of course, the ones that are not creepy are like freaking out. You know, I wish, Bray Wyatt, may rest in peace, could have been a part of any of those. But
yeah.
I digress. And finally, number one, I kind of gave a spoiler. I have to go with It's a Great Pumpkin. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. It's an absolute classic. Absolute classic. Jinx.
I think that's going to be everybody's number one. I think probably.
I got a rock.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much going for it. It's an absolute.
Uh-oh, I think Brandon froze.
Classic. You got Linus thinking essentially Santa Claus for Halloween. Hello?
Yeah, you're back.
Did I have a stroke?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just froze for a second.
Okay. But yeah, you got Linus looking for the Great Pumpkin, which is essentially in his brain a Halloween Santa Claus. Let's face it, that's just what he wants. Jack Skellington wouldn't exist for another like 20, 30 years though. And then of course you got Snoopy as the ace, just going through this whole entire storyline, sneaking in.
Uh-oh. I think
into the party, and then of course you got all the kids doing their Halloween. They're all ghosts. Did it happen again?
Yeah, it happened again. It's okay. It's just we're having a little Zoom hiccup here. It happens.
Love Zoom. Of course, I think it was Charlie Brown who had way too many eye holes in his costume. And of course, everyone gives him a rock because everybody hates Charlie Brown. I'm surprised no one's done this whole thing about Charlie Brown going postal, but
I actually heard some trivia not too long ago. I was watching a thing about the It's the Great Pumpkin, and the first time it aired on CBS back in, what was it, like 66 or whatever, or whenever it aired, all the kids that watched it felt so bad for Charlie Brown that they got inundated with candy being sent to the CBS studios addressed to Charlie Brown from kids that had taken candy out of their Halloween sacks and were sending them to Charlie Brown to the CBS studios. Like, that's kind of sweet.
That's incredible.
Sweet. I see what you did there. Anyways.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that is my list.
Awesome. Well,
Love it.
I think since I went first, I think I went first last time. So, Derek, you want to take us into the next one? You want to go and do yours?
Yeah, let me get my list pulled up here. So I don't have any honorable mentions, but we'll start with. I know. We'll start with my number 5. Brandon mentioned The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. There's been so many, and I feel like every iteration has at least one standout story.
Yeah.
But the one that has always stood out to me is Treehouse of Horror 6, specifically the segment called Homer Cubed, where he gets trapped in an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
And ends up going to the real world.
Yep.
Oh, I remember that now.
And I thought that it was really cool to see, like, even though like the CG wasn't great, because this was in like 94 or 95, I think, just seeing Homer interact in like, well, first of all, it was almost kind of like a Tron-esque or like early computer kind of world that he was in.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he ends up going to Earth, like he falls into a dumpster and then climbs out, and it was just really cool because other than like Roger Rabbit, you didn't really see cartoon characters interact with real people. So I always thought that always stood out to me as far as like the Halloween special, even though it's not really Halloween centric. It's just something that's always stood out to me.
Yeah.
My number 4, this is my first of 2 Nickelodeon Halloween specials from the 90s. Doug's Halloween Adventure. I loved Doug growing up. It was one of, if not, and Brandon, you remember my surprise birthday party that you came to. I dressed up as Doug because it was a 90s theme. But this is one where Doug, Skeeter, and Roger are trapped inside a haunted mansion. And this allegedly haunted, and fun shenanigans ensue. I haven't watched it in a long time, but it was one of the first ones that popped out to me. Number 3 is Arnold's Halloween from Hey Arnold, another Nickelodeon special. This was a take on the War of the Worlds. Try and say that 20 times fast. I can't even say it once. You remember when the old radio special came out and people freaked out because they thought it was an actual, like aliens were actually landing on Earth. So Arnold and Gerald pull a prank that's similar to this, and it so happens to be on Halloween. The adults freak out, and then they see a bunch of kids that are all happen to be dressed up like aliens. So then it's just, again, chaos kind of ensues. My number 2 is one of a few Halloween specials from one of my favorite TV shows, The Office. The episode is titled Employee Transfer, which took place in season 5. The episode itself is great. It mostly deals with Michael and Holly trying to find like a couple's costume to wear. But if you watch it for one thing, watch it for the cold open when Kevin, Dwight, and Creed all dress up as the Joker.
Oh my gosh.
It's different versions of the Joker too. Like Dwight comes in full Heath Ledger.
Yeah, that's the one where he's getting in the elevator and he's like, what did he say? He's like trying to do the big line. He's like, want to see a magic trick or something like that, but the door keeps closing on him.
That show is so good. But yeah, they did some other Halloween episodes too that were really fun, but that stood out to me just for the open alone. But my number 1, believe it or not, it is not the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. It is from, and I can't believe this is when I finally get to talk about Cheers on Nerd Cave Retro, is the final Halloween episode that they did called Bar Wars 5. So there was like a rival bar that they feuded with called Gary's Old Town Tavern. They would like pull pranks on each other. They'd play like sports like bowling, baseball, softball, and the gang from Cheers would usually lose. So in this episode, Gary goes up to Sam, the owner of the bar, and says that he wants to quit all the pranks because he has this like really high blood pressure and any like sudden scare could kill him. What ends up happening is that Sam supposedly kills him, and they go through the entire episode saying, you know, Gary's dead, and Sam's not believing it. Even when they're at the funeral, he still doesn't believe it. Like he's going up to the casket, talking to him and all this stuff. Even when they put him in the ground, he's still not believing it. But then at the end, of course, you know, it turns out to be a big prank that everyone pulls on Sam. So that one always stood out to me.
Yeah, I just
but that's
started
my
rewatch of Cheers a couple of months back, and I haven't been watching a ton of them, but you know, I watch like a couple a week. Man, Cheers was such a good show.
It's comfort food.
It is
for me. Like I probably don't ever need to watch another episode again just because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
But it's something that, you know, I can always go back to. But this episode took place in the 10th season, so it was relatively late in the show's run because the show went for 11 seasons. But it's really good. There's another good Halloween episode too that's much earlier in the show that is a little more Halloween-esque as far as like the look, the costumes, and all of that. But this is more of like the cerebral style of Halloween.
Yeah, Joey says Cheers and Taxi. Both of those are good.
Taxi was a classic.
That theme song, just, man, I don't know what. It's like a warm hug, the Taxi theme song.
So back when Taxi used to come on Nick at Night when I was a kid, I always used Taxi as like that was the last show I would watch before I went to bed.
Yeah.
Because it always came on at like 11 or 11:30.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Man, Nick at Night was great. I miss Nick at Night. They need to have like a Nick at Night channel just on like Tubi or something.
Maybe they will one day.
Maybe.
I would think there'd be one by now.
You would think. Alf. Nick says Alf. I remember watching Alf. Alf was good.
Yeah,
I remember I used
Alf.
to watch the cartoon. Remember Alf had a cartoon on
Oh,
Saturday
yeah.
mornings. And Camp Candy. Remember John Candy had a cartoon too? Back
John
in the 80s?
Candy had a cartoon?
Yeah, it was called Camp Candy. I wonder if, Joey, get some Camp Candy on the a complex way of watching Camp Candy.
I remember Louis Anderson had a cartoon.
Yeah, he had
Life with
one.
Louie.
Life with Louie.
Yeah. But now for my list, I have two honorable mentions. For up first, we have Scrubs, the episode My Big Brother. It's the one where it's of course it's Halloween, but it's the one where JD keeps getting messed with a guy dressed up as an ape all day, and he thinks it's the
I remember
janitor.
that, yeah.
Because, you know, he always had, like, him and the janitor were always, like, butting heads and everything, and the janitor was always out to get him. But it turns out it was Dr. Kelso the whole time. So go check out that episode. It's Scrubs, My Big Brother. I think it's season 2, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. It's early in the series.
Did you know that Scrubs is coming back?
I know, and I kind of can't wait for it, because everybody's coming back.
When they announced that John C. McGinley was coming back as Dr. Cox, I'm like, all right, I'm in.
Speaking of John C. McGinley, I found this on my board here, too. Let me see. Where's it at? Oh, I don't see it no more. Oh, here he is. Here you go.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
No lie, one of the trivia leagues I play in, Wrestle with Trivia. If everybody gets the question wrong, sometimes the guy Jordan would play that clip.
Yeah, I love that
Love it.
clip. My second and last honorable mention is something we've been watching again for like the third watch through of this year. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. One of my favorite Halloween episodes is season 2. It's just called Halloween. It's the episode where it was Halloween night and a curse gets put on Sunnydale to where everybody became their Halloween costume. So
Ooh.
it's a really good episode, and like everything's going to hell, and like Spike's just kind of walking around watching all this craziness happen, and he's just like, well, this is just oops, oh, what the hell. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, yeah.
Each malfunction.
My thing fell. But yeah, but it's the one where he's walking around, he's like watching all this, chaos happening in the streets, and he's like, well, this is just neat. And he's like, he's loving every minute of it. But definitely go watch that episode. It's in season 2. It's just called Halloween. You can't miss it. I think it's on Hulu. You can watch Buffy right now.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think Xander was a soldier, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a soldier. Buffy was like a princess or whatever, like a damsel in distress kind of thing. And she was like, they were all like looking for her to make things right, and she's just like, I can't do anything. I'm just a princess or whatever. And it was pretty cool. But it's a good episode. Go check it out, everybody. Now on to my actual list. At number 5, this is something you guys might not remember, but this was in the days of the 80s. I think this came out in 85. But Disney wasn't doing that great back in the 80s, but they did have on Sunday nights was the Disney, what was it called on Sunday nights? The Magical World of Disney on Sunday nights, starting at like 6 o'clock. And each week they would do movies. They would do specials every week, specials from Disneyland and things like that. Well, they did a movie in the 80s called Mr. Boogedy. Did you guys ever see Mr. Boogedy?
Mm-mm.
Have not.
Well, this is one that I had taped on VHS, and I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. I even remember a couple of times in elementary school for the Halloween parties we would have. For Halloween, the teacher would bring in a VHS tape of Mr. Boogedy, and we would watch it in the classroom. But it was like one of those things that like everybody loved it, and then it just kind of got lost to time. Like I hadn't seen or thought about Mr. Boogedy for like 25, 30 years until Disney Plus came out a few years ago, and it was on Disney Plus, Mr. Boogedy, and I watched it.
Nice.
So it is on Disney Plus now. If you want to go see Mr. Boogedy, it's not that great. It's very 80s, but it's definitely got that TV movie look to it. But there's something special about it, and I think you should go watch it. It's not. It can be a little bit scary for kids. Like if you're worried about your kids watching it, and Mr. Boogedy is kind of ugly and gross looking, so be warned before you watch Mr. Boogedy. But it is a good Halloween movie to watch.
I'll have to add that to my watch list.
So you guys never heard of Mr. Boogedy?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Surprisingly, no.
So go check it out. Another Disney thing that I loved was something that they used to play every Halloween on Magical World of Disney was Disney's Halloween Treat. And every year it would be all the different like Halloween cartoons that Disney had done throughout the years, like the skeleton dance and like the one where Donald Duck where Donald's being an ass to Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and the witch is like trying to help out Huey, Dewey, and Louie and making Donald's life miserable. All those. The one with the kind of Ghostbusters episode with Goofy and Mickey and all that. But they had all those cartoons, and they were all in one special. And the only way you can see it now is on YouTube. We actually watched it the other night on YouTube. And there's kind of a bad version of it, like a VHS rip of it on YouTube that you can watch. But there's also somebody that's been actually remastering all the different sections of it. So you can go check it out. I wish Disney would do a remaster of it and put it on Disney Plus. I don't know why they haven't by now. And number 3, we have The Office, the Halloween season 2 episode where where Michael has to decide who to fire by the end of the episode, and he fires Devin, and Devin smashes the pumpkin on his car. I love that episode so much.
Yeah, if I remember right, that's the one where Dwight dresses up as a Sith Lord.
Yeah.
And he has like this weird makeup on his face, and he's got the white robe or the black robe.
All the Office Halloween episodes are great. But that one's just, I don't know what it is about that one. That's just my favorite one. Is that the one? That is the one where Michael has the paper mache head, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I love that episode.
That show is just so good.
At number 2, this is something that just popped up on Amazon Prime. I think this year or last year. It was hard. It was only found on YouTube up until a couple of years ago. But Garfield's Halloween Adventure. I remember that. Yep. It's actually kind of scary. And so, go watch that. Please go watch that on Amazon Prime. It's so good. I loved it as a kid. Watched it a couple of years ago on YouTube. It's great. Watch it on Prime. It's great. I still want to get an old VHS copy of it, too, if I can ever find one.
I remember the old video store that my mom used to take me to had all the Garfield specials.
Yeah.
Like Garfield's Halloween Adventure was one. There were 2 other ones that they had, but I can't remember exactly what they were.
Oh, and Joey says that he couldn't find all of Camp Candy, but got several episodes from all 3 seasons.
Sweet.
Very complex way of watching those. And at my number 1 spot, it should be I just say it. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. It's the greatest Halloween special of all time. You can't talk me out of it. And it's the greatest. It will always be the greatest, and there will never be anything better than It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
What if they do a sequel? Would that be better?
I don't think they could ever top it, honestly. I just don't think it could happen.
How would they even?
Well, maybe they
couldn't.
Maybe they could do it where there actually is a great pumpkin, and then Linus is just like, see, you bunch of jerks. I was right. He's real.
Start the hashtag movement.
Yeah.
Linus was right.
Linus was right. All right. Well, we're running a little bit low on time. We still got your list to go through. Joey says it's the even greater pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Before we go into our your top 5 list, Derek, would you like to do our Patreon shout-outs?
Sure. As always, we like to shout out our awesome patrons over at patreon.com/nerdcaveretro. We want to give a special shout out to our newest patron, OmniSlick.
Woohoo!
I'm loving these names.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even have to come up with a nickname for that.
I remember OmniSlick popped up in the chat room, I think, last week or the week
Yes.
before, and became a patron. So welcome aboard.
Shout out to OmniSlick. Also, shout out to Alex the Alley Cat, Michael Patrick, Justin Nispel, Riley, the official NCR fact checker, and the birthday boy, Mr. Wally Phelps. Happy birthday, Wally. Nick W., Eld the Zombie, Yup Fed, a.k.a. Knife, Raven, Daniel Salmon, a.k.a. Bethany Fox, our amazing Discord community manager.
Let me play this for Wally's birthday. Hold on just a second. That's the birthday horn for Wally.
Yeah, classic.
Hey.
Mr. B-Res Coffee himself, Mike Eveland, the fact checker to the fact checker, Tyler the Wordsmith Watson, Axblade07, the official NCR beat writer, Armez Jackson, Carlos Longoria, better known as I Am the Rampage. Yes. Thank you, Brandon. Staff Sergeant Sketch, Gus and Penny, Matthew Salmon, I had a prop for this, and I'm mad at myself for forgetting it, so I'll have it next week. But I'm going to do the intro anyway. The American Salad, Venus, the golf instructor, the potato, violinist, pianist, and overall enjoyer of music. The Dream Chase. The Dream Chaser, Joey Image.
After all that, Joey Image.
Joey Image.
Straight delivery. Straight delivery.
And last but not least,
Mama Diamond.
Donna Diamond. Thank you all so much for your continued contributions to keeping the lights on for us here at the Nerd Cave Retro Podcast. We say it every week, but for as little as $1 a month, I don't know why I was holding up two fingers. It's just one. For as little as $1 a month, you get early access to our bonus episodes, which include commentary tracks for animated shows, full-length movies, animated movies. We also did our Dungeons and Dragons campaign earlier this year. Hopefully we can bring that back sooner rather than later. I know we've got some ideas for some fun commentary tracks, and you also get ad-free editions of these episodes. So if you want to hear fun conversations like this completely uninterrupted, it just costs you $1 a month. And to do that, just head over to patreon.com/nerdcaveretro. And for new patrons, be sure to send us.
Don't forget that we just released the new Patreon episodes. It could be early. If you're a patron, you get it like weeks early before everybody else. So we just released our Halloween special, our Friday the 13th roundtable with Mr. Potato himself, Joey Image.
The Dream Chaser!
Joey Image.
Yeah, can't wait to listen to it in February.
Well, that's what happens when you don't dig up $1 a month there, Brandon.
Yeah.
And nothing says Valentine's Day podcasting like listening to Friday the 13th.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Either way, head over to patreon.com/nerdcaveretro.
And tonight, we're going to be talking about your top 5 list. And up first, we have from Facebook, Mr. Jeff Miller, who says, I'll just throw this one out there. Johnny Bravo meets Scooby-Doo Clan. Epic. I don't think I ever saw that one.
I remember that one. That was interesting. Of course, Johnny is always trying to hit on Daphne because, of course, he is.
Of course.
At one point, both him and Velma lose their glasses. Of course, Velma's like I can't see without my glasses. And then Johnny's like, I can't be seen without my glasses.
Who would you guys cast as a live-action Johnny Bravo?
Oh, my God. Oh, I mean, it would have to be John Cena, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
Literally cannot think of anybody else that could play that role.
After watching Peacemaker, I think he can do any kind of comedic role.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Mark Simmons, a.k.a. our good friend Mushmouth TB. Honorable mention, WandaVision, all-new Halloween Spooktacular. I almost put this as an honorable mention. This one isn't really a classic or anything, but while I was thinking back on Halloween episodes and specials, this made me remember when I was still pretty hopeful about Marvel Television. WandaVision got a lot of things right, and this Halloween episode was definitely one of those things. I really liked WandaVision.
Throwing some slight shade in his thing there at Marvel.
He's not entirely wrong though.
Yeah.
But that's a discussion for a whole nother podcast.
Oh, and I gotta hand it to Mark also. Go follow him at Mushmouth TB. He got his list in like the minute I posted about it. So, he was one of the first ones instead of, doing it during the show like he normally does.
Props to you, Mushmouth. Now for his real list. From American Dad, the best little horror house in Langley Falls. I love American Dad. It is maybe my favorite show of all time. This Halloween episode is an excellent example of why. We got Stan insisting that he gets the slutty Halloween costume, Francine pissing herself out of fear, and some genuinely hilarious Halloween humor. It all ties up with Steve hanging out with his crush while being hunted by her brother. It's a great watch for the season. The Haunted Mask from Goosebumps. Brandon mentioned that earlier. This terrified me. I don't have a whole lot more to say about it. It's a classic for sure, and as a small child, I was truly frightened out of my brain to see it. Don't think I've watched it in 25 years easily, but I'll never forget being so scared. That might be why he hasn't watched it in 25 years, because it traumatized him so much. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Another absolute classic, maybe the classic of all classics. It's not really spooky, but it really captures the childhood wonder of Halloween. All the old Peanut specials are very good at that sort of thing. Linus and Sally waiting up for the Great Pumpkin is great. Over the Garden Wall. Okay, so this is more of a limited series than a special, but it was released around Halloween and is intended Halloween viewing. This is actual art. This is a height in American animated television, and it is perfect for a spooky and thought-provoking Halloween time watch. I don't want to give too much away, but imagine if Adventure Time was a world two kids stumbled into on Halloween night, and you've got kind of an idea. And his last entry is Smiling Friends, a silly Halloween special. Watching Pim go from hopeful and happy to terrified and panicked is a pretty fun and quick process. He gets chased by a demon, and the ending is one of the funniest things in recent television history. Highly recommend.
I've never heard of that.
I haven't
Neither
either.
have I.
And Joey says he had sent it to me earlier today. I was actually trying to find where he had sent it, but he actually put it in the chat room. He says, my whole list is the Pac-Man Halloween special, the Fat Albert one, and the Great Pumpkin. You know what's funny? I bought the Fat Albert Halloween special on DVD at the thrift store a few years ago. It's actually really good. You ever seen the Fat Albert Halloween special? I highly recommend it. It's really good.
I'll have to do that.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's not streaming anywhere because of,
Well, yeah.
We won't talk about that, but on our Discord, I'm going to hop over to Discord now. And let's see. Up first, we have Danny Z. He says, in no particular order, The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, which that's how I would have put it because you can't go wrong with any of the Treehouses of Horror. Just pick one. Toy Story Halloween Special. Garfield Halloween. Yes, somebody else knows about the Garfield Halloween Special, too. And Big Bang Theory Justice League Costume Contest episode. I remember that episode. That is a really good episode. It's where they all dress up as the Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Let's see, and I believe this is our last list for the evening.
Yeah, I'm so surprised we didn't get anything from Tyler Watson this week. Usually he's, we call him the wordsmith for a reason, and we never got a top 5 list from him.
Well, there's always next month.
Yeah.
Let's see, our last list comes from Nick, the horror game fan. His honorable mentions: Bob's Burgers, Fortnite. The Belcher kids and their friends get stuck in their fort on Halloween by Millie. In Simpsons Treehouse of Horror 7, so many good moments, like we learn Bart has an evil twin, and of course Citizen Kang, all hail President King. I remember that one too very well. That was a good one. Treehouse of Horror 6. This is the one with kids who are being killed by groundskeeper Willie and the Nightmare on Evergreen Terrace part. Yeah, I remember that's the one that aired right before the Homer Trapped in the Third Dimension short. Number 5, Nightmare on Ocean Avenue. Someone is stealing all the kids' candy, and the Belcher kids find out who did. Yeah. It's a super fun Scooby-Doo Bob's Burgers episode. I love the kids' costumes in this episode as well. Luis is the dragon with the girl tattoo, and Gene is Andre the Giant. That's awesome.
I should have put this episode on my list. I love this episode. I love Bob's Burgers, but their Halloween they're pretty much all their holiday episodes are great, whether it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, because Bob's always obsessed about the turkey and all that stuff on Thanksgiving. Like, I love those episodes, but that's a great episode where all the kids are getting their candy stolen. Go watch that episode. It's great.
Number 4, Treehouse of Horror 2. Bart rules Springfield, Maggie makes a wish, and Homer donates his brain to science. It is hilarious and one of my favorites. The part where Bart rules Springfield is a parody of a Twilight Zone episode. Lots of great humor, like the joke where Bart changed the name of America.
I love that one. Have you ever seen that Twilight Zone episode where everybody's scared of the kid because whatever the kid thinks comes true.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what they were parodying, and that was a great episode.
Number 3, Full Bars, a season 3 episode of Bob's Burgers where the Belcher kids go trick-or-treating on their own in the rich part of town called King's Head Island. Bob and Linda go to Teddy's Halloween party. I love it because I remember going to the rich part of town and getting full-sized candy bars back in 5th grade.
Yep.
Number 2, Treehouse of Horror 5, Shining parody part, which has so many great jokes. Nightmare Cafeteria, which the kids of Springfield Elementary are being eaten. I love it. One of my all-time favorite Halloween episodes. And his number 1, Treehouse of Horror number 4. Homer sells his soul to the devil for a donut. I remember that. Terror at 5.5 feet and Dracula. Every part of this episode is fantastic. I love it. So many great lines. And this is the thing I remember the most. Ned Flanders as the devil is hilarious.
Oakley dokley.
Oakley dokley.
Wally, Joey says he hasn't watched the Family Guy 2025 Halloween episode yet. I watched it a couple of weeks ago on Hulu. It's pretty good. If you like
I haven't
Family
seen it yet
Guy,
either.
they always do pretty good Halloween episodes too.
Did you guys hear they killed off the giant chicken?
I don't remember that killing off the chicken.
What, like for good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Meg chops his head off. kills him for good. And the I don't know if it was Seth MacFarlane, but somebody, one of the people who worked on the show was asked like why they killed him off, and it's like, well, it's because we don't have any other gags for him to do. I mean, all that happens is he just shows up and him and Peter fight for 20 minutes.
Yeah. But the
I love that
Halloween
gag.
episode's pretty good. It's where the guys go they're trying to go by themselves to go trick or treating, and the wives get pissed and like they kind of do like a Saw type of thing. So you just have to go watch it. It's pretty good. But that's gonna bring us to the end of this episode, fellas, and another Halloween. Well, in our timeline, Halloween's still a few days away, but this Halloween episode has come to an end. Another year, fellas, another Halloween has passed us by, and I'm sad about that because I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday.
It's insane. I feel like we should still be in like July or August.
I know. It's too bad.
Crazy. But Brandon, thank you for joining us on the show. This was fun.
Thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun, and again, start off as a fan. I'm glad to call you guys good friends now. And yeah, this is a lot of fun. I me, I love the top fives. Me and Tyler are always really throwing it in there, and everyone else as well. Joey Image always throwing in Days Gone somehow, some way. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I hope I can get a chance to do it again. And of course, whenever I get my stuff going, I'd love to have you guys on.
Yeah,
absolutely. For sure.
And if you want to be a Discord member like Mr. Brandon Rutledge here and possibly be on the show as well, go join the Discord community. Over there, just go to nerdcaveretro.com. There is a button that says Discord. Go click that. That'll take you to the Discord, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's like old school message boards, but way more cool. So go check it out. Become a member of our community. And Derek, what do you got going on before we get out of here?
Rest.
Yes.
For the most part. No. Yes. So you can check out facebook.com/wired for sound movie. I mentioned this on the show last week, but we did wrap filming. Still taking donations because the movie is a pretty visual effects heavy. So any donations will help. You can go, it's really in any of the pictures or posts that I make. The link to the GoFundMe is in them, but just go to facebook.com/wired for sound movie.
And go check out the Open Micers podcast with me and Mr. Jacob Craig, where last episode we did our newest Halloween tradition called Trick or Trump, where I go on ChatGPT and I ask ChatGPT to give me some real crazy quotes from Donald Trump and to make us some crazy quotes in the style of Donald Trump. And I make Jacob try to guess which is which. And it is a very fun little game show that we do every Halloween. So go check that out at Open Micers Podcast. everywhere on all the socials. Derek, you might have to come on next year and play some Trick or Trump with us on the show.
Nothing would make me happier.
Hell yeah, we'll make sure you're there next year.
Oh, goodness.
That's gonna.
Do I have to wear an orange wig?
Yeah, you should wear an orange wig.
Okay.
Wear a really long red tie, and
I would make so many people mad if I did that.
See, I don't care anymore these days.
So put it on the books.
Yeah, we'll do it. Next year it'll be Trick or Trump number 3, and we'll have Derek there to help Jacob try to figure out which one is ChatGPT and which one is the real Donald Trump. But go check it out, the Open Micers podcast. We're everywhere podcasts are given away for free. So, gentlemen, it's been a great episode. This was fun. Brandon, thank you for coming on again. And we are going to walk out the door. Ooh, that's very loud. If you want to email us at nerdcaveretro@gmail.com. You can leave us a voice message at voicecast.app/NCR. You don't have to sign up for anything. You just go there, use whatever microphone you got, whether it's on your phone or computer. You leave us a message, and that's it. They don't take any information from you or anything. It's totally free. And if you want to, go to nerdcaveretro.com. That's our link tree. That takes you everywhere you need to go. All the socials, all the ways to give us money, the Discord, and our merch shop, which is ncrmerch.com. We got all kind of designs for t-shirts, hats, magnets, bags, mugs. Christmas is coming, so get your loved one something cool, like a Blaster Master Runs Barter Town t-shirt. And if you can't do that, I understand times are tough. Leave us a review and or a 5-star rating on all podcasting platforms. Derek, please tell them what it's all about.
Excuse me, princess.
Master Blaster runs Bartertown.
You blew it!
And that's an episode, everybody. Thank you all for hanging out with us on YouTube. And Joey, we'll have to have you on next Halloween for the actual Halloween episode here on the show. And but I know Joey is here tonight in the chat room because his podcast that he usually does on Monday nights got canceled. So that's why he got to hang out with us tonight. We always love having Joey here. But go check out the Patreon episode where Joey joined us and we talked about Friday the 13th because I don't know about you, Derek, but man, I still got questions about Friday the 13th.
I don't think we'll ever not have questions when it comes to that movie.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, that sweater, man. I need that sweater so I can have some superpowers.
I had to go watch the original Halloween just to feel better about myself.
I would suggest that. I mean, it's not a bad movie. Golly, Joey said they're up to part 6 now. Good Lord, you guys are flying through.
I can't wait till he gets to Jason in space.
Yeah, once you get the, like, how do you go from, like, we even asked this during the show, how do you go from that, the first one, to space? Like, in 9 movies, how does, I'm going to ask the Fast and Furious people the same thing. Like, how do you go from, stealing DVD players to space? Like, how does that happen? It just, I don't get it. I don't understand.
Hey, Leprechaun did it in 4 movies.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe we need to combine Leprechaun, Friday the 13th, and Fast and Furious, and we'll just have, like, one of the best in movies, and we'll put Michael Myers in there, too, and just have, like, one giant car chase murder movie with a leprechaun.
And then we can have Freddy Krueger in the mid-credit scene to set up a sequel.
I'm for it. That sounds great. But I'm going to play our little outro thing here. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us on the YouTube. Have a happy and safe Halloween. We'll see you guys next week.